All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Sound, and I am Kevin Harris.
I'm Lisa Wills.
And I am Matt James. How are you all doing?
And I'm a little pissed off. They just called a goal. They just called a goal back for the USA. So
Oh, no way.
it was offsides. Anyways, so like I told them when we were off screen, if you guys see me look up and do some stupid faces or whatever, just ignore me and let it be.
Just keep me updated on the score.
I got the USA soccer game going on at the same time. But let's start with what you've been listening to. So one of y'all,
Lisa,
what you've been listening to?
I've been listening to a lot of Dead Eyes. I've been listening, to a lot of Dead Eyes lately. Yeah. I've been listening to VRSTY. I've been listening a lot to the new song, and I've been listening a lot to the album Levitate. So yeah, I've been listening a lot to that. And it probably, I would say also Future Palace. I've been listening to a lot of Future Palace and Zana.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
That new song from Zana the Archer is really fucking good.
So good, right?
Yeah, such a banger. Such a banger.
Yeah.
What have I been? Oh, I know what I've been listening to. So there's a couple of people coming over in September for a little trip, and we were on a big call organizing details, and we've decided to go and see Lake Malice.
Yeah.
So
oh wow!
A lot of Lake Malice again lately. So yeah, it's gonna be killer.
Yeah.
That. So yeah, I've been jamming a lot of Lake Malice lately.
Well, we had to make a choice. So, but anyway, go ahead. Tell us what you've been listening to.
Well, me myself lately, if I haven't been listening to the station, I have been listening to the Dirty 30 playlist on Spotify. So it's just been a lot of whatever we're playing. Digging some of the new stuff. I really like the new Motionless in White, R.I.P. with Skylar Grey. And if you go back into the history of Skylar Grey, it's and Shelly and I were in the car the other day and we were listening to the Motionless in White. And I said, now let me play you the first time I ever heard Skylar Grey. And it went back to Ride My Bicycle with Eminem. And it was absolutely just a poppy song like that. And where she's at now, as far as her voice talent and things like that, it's so much level raised from that. So
it's a beautiful thing when you see an artist like that and you watch them evolve, and the change in their sounds and the range that they get in their vocals and stuff like that for vocalists and stuff.
Let me tell you about somebody that's evolved. They had their best show that I've ever seen them do Friday night at the Sanctuary was Envision.
Oh, yeah?
Them boys. And, Alex and I talked about it. And we were having the conversation. And I told him, and he knows this, the first time I ever saw Envision live, I absolutely hated them. They were horrible. It sucked live. I sat in a booth watching them going, oh, my God, what is this? And then I told them we had this conversation outside. They played Friday night at the Sanctuary, Saturday night in Thibodaux. I went to both shows. Outside the bar in Thibodaux, we talked about it, on how he has evolved the band, the musicians, to what he wanted Envision to be. And where it's at now is just absolutely amazing. And for a local band to do 168 pre-sale tickets.
That's great.
For a concert, which, no, I'm sorry, it was 170 something, because they pre-sold more than Pop Evil. They pre-sold more than any national band that has played at the Sanctuary, except for Evans Blue.
Wow.
So, no,
that's
not Evans
Blue.
Blue October. So, so I mean, and just where they're at now. And then they've got the new single coming out, Paralyzed, which the Sound sponsors the Homegrown show on CPR. We'll have the premiere of that on CPR Monday night. So it'll be, if you haven't been at their last couple shows where they played it live, this will be your first time to be able to hear it. And we get to do it 5 days early, which is sometimes
pretty nice.
So yeah, so it'll be Monday night, 9:00. You can watch it or listen to it on the CPR website if you're outside of the area, or you can download the CPR app. And then, of course, we'll be on it Friday on the 10th when it releases. And then we'll have the video premiere on the 15th. The night we have Kingdom of Giants on the show, we'll also be premiering. And speaking of that, how excited are you for next week? I mean, I'm excited for tonight. I'm excited for every show that we do.
We haven't told anybody what's happening
next week is fucking insane. Ladies and gentlemen, next week, we get Atreyu on the show.
Yeah.
And you dropped that in the chat. I was just like,
I know. Fuck. I think my response was, holy fuck.
They emailed me. Well, Gary J emailed me, and Gary J, thank you to Landshark. They've helped us a lot with getting some of these interviews. And we had Kingdom of Giants on the 8th. And he emailed me and he said, hey, Kingdom of Giants had something come up. They won't be able to do the 8th. They're going to do the 15th. And I was like, okay, no worries. And he goes, but I got to trade you for you. Is that okay? Huh. Fuck no, I don't want to trade you. Who the fuck is that? No, absolutely, we want to trade you.
After you said that they were coming on the show, I started thinking about how many times I've actually seen Atreyu. It's a lot. I'm going to say, when I say a lot, probably at least 10, so not like crazy, like 100 times, but I know I've seen them quite a bit.
And I saw them with Seven Dust a couple months ago, or a month ago, or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I may have seen them before, but that was during my drinking days, and I don't remember everybody I saw anyways.
Oh,
so
no.
I may have seen them before, but I don't know if I had or not. And I didn't know that their name came that simply from Atreyu from Neverending Story.
Is that really what it is?
Yeah. That's where they got their name of the band, is from the character in Neverending Story, Atreyu.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that'll be interesting.
I wouldn't think it was that
simple.
I mean, yeah, no. I mean, we all know. I mean, okay. Let me just speak for me and Kevin. We know the Neverending Story because we were much. Oh, Matt, you know it too?
I know it.
Okay.
I actually lived in Germany when they were filming Neverending Story in Germany.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's so cool.
Had no idea that's what was going on in Germany, because at that time I wasn't. It's a movie. And then I realized they filmed it like, I don't know, 60, 75 miles away from where I lived.
Wow.
At least some of it. But yeah, so I love that movie. But yeah, that's where Atreyu got their name from.
That's pretty cool.
I saw them. Was it last year?
Yeah, Raptors opened for them.
Yeah, Raptors opened for them, and that was a hell of a fucking show.
Yeah.
And all I remember is how big of a guy the lead singer is and how good he can move on that stage.
Yeah,
this is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, he reminds me of Andreas from
Self-Deception.
Thank you. I'm like, why is the band not coming to
me?
You
told me that when we had this conversation before.
Huge guy.
Yeah. Huge dude.
Yeah.
So
Lisa, since you're the show guru, what shows you got coming up lately that you're going to?
I've got a varsity show coming up in a month. I've got Dead Eyes coming up in Brooklyn in September. Excuse me. I'm trying not really to go too much. I'm not doing like the big shows, like the Evanescence and Spirit Box. Pardon me. We're here at Jiffy Lube in Bristow over the weekend. I didn't go. I have no desire to sit in 100-degree freaking heat, sweating my ass off. I'm at the point in my life where I'm like, fuck you. And not only that, But ticket prices, like I want to be up front. I want to see your face. You know what I mean? Want to see you when you're singing. And ticket prices are through the roof. I'm not doing it. I'd much rather give my 20 or 30 bucks to VRSTY or Dead Eyes or Kingdom Collapse or anybody else, Outlier, someone else who's coming through. I will drive 300 miles for that show, but I can't be bothered to go to a $250 ticket show an hour from my house. No thanks.
No, right.
It's getting too expensive, and that's why I've cut down on my shows the past year or so. Like, I've got some lined up. Like, I've got nothing like in the near future, but there's bands like I'm going to see Seven Dust for the first time in December.
Nice.
Like, I've got to go and see Seven Dust.
Well, as far as big shows, I keep local as I can, because thanks to working with CPR and stuff, there's a lot of those bigger shows I don't have to pay for tickets for.
Right.
But I also don't have a problem paying for tickets to certain shows. Like in October, I'll go see Breaking Benjamin and Chevelle and Starset in Houston. And then middle of this month, we're going up to Wisconsin for Rockfest.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the two that I actually paid for. But outside of that, I mean, I haven't.
No, I'm not
I buy more stand-up comedy tickets than I do music concert tickets.
And as like far as like festivals go too and stuff like that, that's why I prefer like the smaller local festival. I had the opportunity to host Rock on the Hill like a month ago, which was great. It's a great opportunity to go and support your local music community, and you can go and see. They had freaking 12 Stones, Windwalkers, Enemy, Dead Eyes, so many bands. I got to see Who They Fear. They had so many great bands on that lineup, and Etched in Embers, people that we know that you get to see for the cost. And I think the cost to go to the festival is $30. I drove 3.5 hours for that. You best believe I would much rather go to that and take the opportunity to see these bands before they're going to an arena, because for me, it sort of gets lost. It gets lost for me.
Right.
You know,
I agree. Period. And that's why, like last year, I did the full 4 days of Louder Than Life.
Oy.
This year, I'm doing 1 day. I'm doing the Saturday. I looked at all 4 days and said, which day fits me the best? Said, okay, we're going Saturday. And we're going to drive up Friday night, go to the show Saturday, and drive back on Sunday.
I was going to do that with Download this year, because obviously Architects were playing Download and there was Self-Deception. There was a lot of bands that I wanted to see.
Yeah.
But even me just going to for the day was, by the times I get up there, I'd have to stay up there, and the ticket, it was still going to cost nearly $1,000.
Yeah.
Just for the day.
It's just crazy. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
You know, I wouldn't normally drive all the way to London to go and see Korn, but I'm gonna, because Architects are main support.
What?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
When's this?
November, December.
Now I'm gonna feed off of this one for a second. That's why we've stayed away from Rockville. It's brutal.
Yeah.
I went to Rockville with Envision this year, and it was fucking ridiculously hot.
Yeah.
God, I don't know how people spent all 4 days there, and man,
it's too much. Like, I just feel that's a lot of why I was supposed to go to Warped Tour, and a lot of why I didn't go. I am not the VI. First of all, I am not using a porta potty. That's not happening. Not at a festival of that size. Absolutely not. That is disgusting and filthy. And I would want a VIP, because then you get at least a flushable toilet. There's water for you to wash your hands. You know, like, that's really important to me. The cost difference between the VIP ticket, so for toilets or not to toilet, right, was $200. So it was either a $200 ticket or a $400 and something ticket. And I was like, you know what? Again, and the temperatures were 100 degrees. No, I'm not doing it. I won't do it. Nope. Don't care.
Well, and that's why last year I did 4 days of VIP, and it was absolutely ridiculously priced.
Oh,
yeah. I was like, okay, I'm going 1 day. So we did VIP for 1 day. And that way I have air conditioned bathrooms and shade and all that shit. I mean,
shade.
At certain shows like that, like Rockville and Louder Than Life and Incarceration, the DWP festivals. If you can go one day, get VIP because it's absolutely worth the price.
It is.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I prefer the intimate shows, the intimate festivals.
Yeah.
Like, the best show of my life was seeing Architects at a 12,500 capacity sold out venue at Ali Pali. But we managed to get rail, and it was one hell of a fucking epic night. But I find that you get a bit more of a better atmosphere in those intimate venues. Like, you seem to get more local bands, but you get like the diehard fans of them local bands. Like when I go to a Raptors show in Bristol, it is absolute fucking mayhem.
Yeah. It's important.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Shinedown. It's one of my favorite bands. Obviously, I can really only go see them in an arena. So will I go to see them in an arena? Yes, but you better believe I'm lined up all day long because I'm going to be on rail because I'm not going to deal with the people behind me. Right. Or Ghost, I will do that too. And then I'll pay $400 a ticket or more so I can get on rail and be right up front because I'm not dealing with the people behind me. But I don't do that very often. I won't go to an arena. I've seen Bad Omens 10, 15 times before they got to that arena stage, right? I don't know if I'll go see them in an arena. It's the experience is lost for me.
That place in Southampton.
Yeah, what was that place called? It was small.
Yeah, it was small, but it was a hell of a night.
It was a great night. Anyway, did you guys see, this is totally off topic, did you see the friggin' lunatics climb the Empire State Building today? Have you guys seen that? What?
Look, new job. I don't have access to my phone near like I used to.
Okay.
So I honestly haven't. I will go look though now that you've said it.
Two masked people, it looked like a man and a woman, climbed to the very tippy top spire of the Empire State Building and unraveled a flag. Okay, I'd have to look up and see what the flag said. But then I also saw part of the news post also said that it looked like they had proposed, like it was a proposal. I'm like, you're now in jail? I'm just gonna put it out there. They did get engaged up there. See, okay, thank you, Brett. They got engaged. Who? I mean, and the thing is, was that incredibly dangerous and foolish and crazy? Yes. Are they probably trained professionals in being able to make that kind of a climb? Very likely. Were they probably planning this for a very long time to figure out how they were going to dodge the security and be able to do it? Absolutely. Because if you've ever been inside the Empire State Building, there are tons of security that you have to go through to get up to just the observation tower. So I was just like, wow, man. Like, I mean, I know I probably shouldn't say this, but I was a bit impressed.
Kudos to be able to pull that off.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's going to be like one of those, folk tale type things, local legend. Yeah. Anyway.
100%.
Yeah. So, fuck yeah.
So apparently, my wife knew about it and didn't say a word about it.
Yeah. It's freaking nuts. Yeah, it's absolutely nuts. I saw when I was sitting at my desk at work, I'm eating my lunch and I go to Yahoo News, right? And I'm just going through and it's like, couple scales the top of the Empire State Building and unfurls message. And I'm like, what the fuck? As I'm sitting there eating my freaking salad, I'm like reading it, and they've got the New York City police, their chopper went up there, and they got these great images of this couple, and I was like, I mean, I gotta say, go you, All
right, well, we got to start rolling here because if everything goes right, Joey from VRSTY will be joining us in about 10 minutes, but we still got to do the grudge match. So. Last week we had a winner go into the Grudge Match Hall of Fame with Transient and Puppets. So we've got two new challengers tonight. We've got Love the Hate with Fall Alone, and we've also got Silver Tongue with their new song Red. So this is how it works. If you don't remember, or if it's been a while since you've watched the show, we're going to play both videos. During the second video, you are allowed to vote. Video number 1 or video number 2. You put it in the comments. We count it. At the end, whoever wins moves on to the next episode next week. So That's how it works. So we're going to roll into it right now. We're going to get the grudge match started. And video number 1 will be Love to Hate, Fall Alone. So here we go.
Inside my head, I picked you up, you left me for dead. Thought I was broken from the words you'd spoken, but you won't like who you've broken. I love the way you hate me, I love the way you blame me, I love how everything's my fault. Swore you watched me fall, tell them that I'm crazy. You always try to shame me, but when your world comes crashing down, you fall alone. You tried to poison me right through my heart. Took who I was and you tore me apart. Now I'm in this ocean, trapped in emotion, but the deepest part of me can't be broken. I love the way you hate me, I love the way you blame me, I love how everything's my fault. And you swore you watched me fall, tell them that I'm crazy. You always try to shame me, but when your world comes crashing down, you fall alone. You thought that you could break me, everything you did just to forsake me. But now I'm here and I'm holding it down. You never thought I'd be the one to come back around. I love the way you hate me, I love the way you blame me, I love how everything's my fault. And you swore you watched me fall, tell them that I'm crazy. You always try to shame me, but when your world comes crashing down, you fall alone. Alone, alone. You fall alone, alone, alone. You fall alone.
Who's in the door at the end of that video?
Isn't it J-Rod?
Jared, who's in the door at the end of that video? So
I don't know.
was just-
Just giving J-Rod some crap. Tell him I want my
Oh, no, I was
pajama pants
watching-
back.
I was watching. So that was Fall Alone. So congrats to those guys. Not only did they hit number 3 so far on the Dirty 30, but they hit number 9 on the small market radio charts with Fall Alone.
Very
So
nice.
to those guys. Got a good thing going there, and new single coming out in a couple weeks, and with a new video that we will be premiering as well in August. So yeah, love the hate. And in that video was the previous drummer. They got a new drummer they're announcing, I believe, next week. And then they're off to the races again, and we'll see what happens. But they are taking on a Silver Tongue, so that video number 2 will be Silver Tongue Red, and we are going to roll into that now. And you can start putting your votes, video number 1 or video number 2, in the comments. That's how you do it. Here's Silver Tongue in Red. It's the grudge match, and you're watching the sound.
Try to put the past behind me. I'm not out of the fight, but when I see the light, it's blinding. I know you had your reasons why, but I could never say goodbye, 'cause you lost belief in me completely. Shattered the image I used to see. Left behind and I can't catch up. I don't even know what I want. It took a long time walking the front lines till I've reached my breaking point. Evil disaster, now we'll go faster till I get what I don't want. And when the colors fade, they don't turn to gray. Now all I say is red. All I say is red. I bottled up the pain, spread to everything inside me. I didn't like the change, but all that I could do was fight me. I know you had your reasons why, but I could never say goodbye, 'cause you lost belief in me completely. Shattered the image I used to see. It took a long time walking the front lines till I've reached my breaking point. Evil disaster, now we'll go faster till I get what I don't want. And when the colors fade, they don't turn to gray. Now all I say is red. All I say is caught up in a trap, trying to put the past behind me. It took a long time walking the front lines till I've reached my breaking point. Evil disaster, now we'll go faster till I get what I don't want. And when the colors fade, they don't turn to gray. Now all I say is red. All I say is red. All I say is
All right, there you have it. That is video number 2. That is the latest from Silver Tongue, and it is called Red, and it's 8:01. And who made the bet?
Yeah, right. I'm gonna say something about that grudge match as a neutral, because I have to be, because I'm at the sound. That's a fucking difficult one, man.
It is.
That's
I mean,
a very difficult one.
I'm not going to lie to you. I liked Silver Tongue always, but obviously they're working with Chris Dawson on these singles.
Mhm.
There's a big difference.
There's a tremendous
I
difference.
will say now, like both bands from maybe 2 years ago, they've both leveled up.
Oh yeah,
100%.
Oh, there ain't no doubt.
Yeah.
Ain't no doubt. I mean, Welcome to the Show, Love the Hate released before Fall Alone. That was a Chris Dawson song.
Mhm.
J Rod, if he's still in the comments, can comment who he did Fall Alone with in their next single with, because I think it was the same person. So yeah, I mean that's everybody has, and I love it because one steps up, the other one's got to keep up, and so as the saying goes, iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
and it's like
so
we were
you-
saying at the beginning of the show, like watching the bands evolve, you know, it's one reason why I love Architects. You look at Architects' past 5 albums, none of them are the same. It's
Right.
all evolution. It's all evolution and finding that sound and, you know, what bands are feeling at the time. Love
Yeah.
it.
It's funny because when we had our guest on last week, when I was by myself,
Harvey Mello was the producer.
yeah, when I was talking, go ahead.
No, carry on.
Let's say when I was talking to those guys last week, I was talking about their single, replicants, that they did with Devour the Day. And then their song prior to that was called Diamonds. But I had listened to the entire discography at work that day, preparing for the interview and to be on the podcast. And I heard a gigantic difference. You could tell like where songs start to pivot. Why? And how a sound starts to evolve, because you let someone else in. You let other ears in. You let people who can help you and help make something that's a rosebud truly blossom into something beautiful. And it's such an important step for so many musicians, but very often they hang on tight. It's their baby. They hang on tight, and I get it, but once you finally take the step, you'll find out that you're much better for it in the long run.
And certain bands are different. Like I'm going to use Raptors for an example. Like straight out the gate, but they had Oz Craggs on their back from the get-go.
Right.
They're working with a top-tier producer straight away.
Yeah.
And you can hear they don't evolve over albums, they evolve over songs. There's something different every. You never know what you're going to get with them, do you? You know what I mean?
Right.
I agree.
But yeah, it's super important step. So but yes, so both bands, Love the Hate and Silver Tongue, have made tremendous strides in the past couple of years to their sounds. It sounds great.
And we love
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah.
Bringing that,
I do. I
keep
love
bringing
seeing
that
it.
heat. And it's good for the industry to hear
But
music like
this
that
is the
come out.
best part of the job, right?
Yeah.
The best part of this job is when you get to see bands from the start and you get to watch them grow, and you get to see them go from tiny little shows that maybe 10 people show up to then maybe a couple of years later 50 people showed up. A couple of years later, now it's 100. And you see them grow and grow and grow, and then the venue suddenly starts to have to get bigger, and now they're on bigger stages, and now they're going to be, and that is the joy for me. I remember, when I met, for example, Kingdom Collapse in 2019.
I was just about to bring them up when we first started working with
when
them,
I met them in 2019, there was nothing going on there. They had their first show. I believe, Kevin, you gave them their first show out of Texas. And to see them, I just saw them a couple weeks ago. A totally different game, totally different playing field right now, and I'm going to see them in a couple weeks again with A Virtue. I'm so excited. It's going to be
a sick lineup.
It is. Yeah. I'm excited to see them with Savage Hands, A Virtue, and KC coming through. So if you're in the Richmond, Virginia area, which I'm looking at the names here in the chat, most of you are not. But if you are, come on down to Canal Club and hang out with me. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's
Canal
gonna
Club,
be,
man.
That's going to be a hell of a show.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm super excited. They played Canal Club before. It's like the Richmond place to go. I mean, it's one of those mid-sized venues. You know, you have to go somewhere like Canal Club.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to get your view on what Savage Hands are like live.
Savage Hands is actually a local band here.
Oh, are they?
I've seen them several times. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, they are local. I believe they're
that's news to me.
Well, do it right here. Give us your fucking view.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, they're good. They're good. I mean, their music in particular is not for me. But it's not something that I would particularly listen to, but they're a good band. I I always see them on tour and stuff. So
yeah.
It's
just, shows in an intimate venue. You know, you get to hang out with the Casey boys. You get to hang out with the VRSTY boys. We're all friends.
Yeah. That's the best part. You get to see your friends. So
yeah, I'm quite annoyed that I don't get to see them when they're touring over here because some assholes over here at the time.
Oh, shove it. Okay. Shove it.
That was the choice of show, wasn't it? It was either go and see VRSTY and Daedric or go and see Lake Malice.
Right. So our friends are coming we're meeting them in Scotland, and we're going to only be with them for 4 days. During that 4 days, they really want to go to a show. Well, the Lake Malice show is on the same night as the Of Virtue and Daedric show. So who do you take them to see? The two American acts that they can see in America? Or do you take them to a band that's never been to the States? You take them to see Lake Malice.
Right, and hoping that Raptors are the local support because it's in Bristol. So I'm fingers crossed that. If not, I'll just tell Simon and Harley to come out and we'll hang out anyway.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've won the bet. So we have a lot of really cool shows coming up. Have you heard anything though from on the VRSTY front?
No, I have not.
Okay. All right.
I've sent an email. We got a few more things to talk about. If it doesn't happen, then we know how it goes, and we've informed some people of some shows and our stupidity and all of that. But there is one thing that I want to talk about real quick, since we got to go through all of this. So Friday, we released the next magazine.
We do.
The new magazine. The magazine also has a new type of cover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got it.
I do.
Oh, yes.
So
okay, wait a minute though. Before you say anything else, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Harris has been insanely busy behind the scenes, working. I mean, the people who put together like the magazine, everything that you see, here we are. It's us. This is it. And Kevin Harris though has been working his at.
At least we texted you. Yeah.
He did.
Oh.
Yes. Okay. Joey, I got you. I'm gonna text you in a second.
Oh, yeah. Can you send him the link?
Yeah, I can. I have to get it. Where do I get it from?
The very top. The actual email, the actual URL is the link.
Okay.
But while we're there, I will give an update to our friends for Silver Tongue and Love the Hate. Right now, one of the bands is leading only by 2 votes.
Oh my God.
So you might want to rally the friends and get the votes in.
Sending the link to the chat.
Are you putting it in the chat?
I've put it in the director's chat. So you
okay. Thank you. All right, Joey, it's coming.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, while we're doing that, let's get back to what we're talking about. So we got a new magazine coming out, and yes, all of us have been working behind the scenes. We've upgraded some of the stuff inside the magazine to be more visually appealing and things like that. But the cover is my favorite, and I begged for this particular picture of the band because it was on their tour shirt, and I was like, it'd be really cool for the front of the magazine.
Yeah.
And so
believe
they're
they've
doing
said
it.
it
But
in the profile picture now as
the
well.
magazine coming out Friday is right there.
Look at that.
So Non-Point will be on the cover. Anne has done a wonderful job interviewing Non-Point for the magazine for the cover article. There's some good stuff in there as far as, and it's exactly what it says right there, where rock music meets the business. So not only were we talking music, but we're talking inside the business of things that that we would like to see better, or our insight on stuff. And if you don't like our insight, fucking tell us. I mean, I'm all about it. But yeah, that is the cover of the magazine coming out Friday. You'll be able to read it at thesound228.com. You'll be able to order it. So anybody that's going on to or going to see Non-Point on their next Out of Control leg tour, buy the magazine and have them sign that, because that is actually one of their tour shirts. The graphic that's on the tour shirt. So yeah, that's the cover of the magazine coming out Friday. So
and
gonna
like
be
Kevin
some
said
good
about,
stuff.
give an
he
example
got
of
in.
business.
Yep, I see him.
I've got an article going in there about business and branding and stuff, and it's about social media presence and what it actually is. So that'd be a good insight for you bands out there.
Yep, absolutely. All right, Joey's here, and I don't want to make him wait. So we are going to bring in Joey, the lead singer from the band VRSTY, and here he is.
Hi.
Joey, how are you?
What's up, my dude?
Hi.
Sorry, my phone was on Do Not Disturb.
No, it's okay. So I got a link earlier, and I've been actually sitting here waiting, but the link that I got was like the wrong link, and I'm like, this can't be right. Let me go check. Good thing I did, because it's okay.
You're here now. That's the most important part.
This is true. This is very, very true.
So let's get right into it. Let's dig for a minute. So VRSTY has a new single out, Face Down.
Mm-hmm.
It's already starting to climb the charts. Let's talk about the evolution from the last few singles to Face Down, and where VRSTY's headed from this point. So tell us a little bit about who produced it, all that kind of stuff. We want to know all the details of this great song you got.
Yeah, so I produced the entire record. Was produced by myself, Skylar Accord, who's the bassist from Issues. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Issues, but they're like my dream band. And Sam Guiana, I still don't know how to say his last name, and I talk to this guy all the time. I kind of wrote a bunch of demos, and then I showed it to Sky, and I was like, hey, this is what I have. And we just kind of like went from there.
Okay, well, the last time that I interviewed you was probably about like 18 months ago. I mean, we talk, but when I actually sat down, we talked about your music. I feel like there's some differences between the song that you've got out now and Levitate. But at the same time, I'm also still hearing, I remember when we talked 18 months ago, you said you weren't sure if VRSTY actually really had a sound. And I was like, that's not true. I think you do.
Yeah, I never know, because like I think with Levitate, it was real. I tried a lot of interesting things because I just kind of wanted to do everything. And then with this stuff that I wrote now, it was more I think this stuff was more well thought out for me. I actually sat down and was like, what do I want? Where do I want this to go? Where do I eventually want to be? And I kind of went from there. And I never really did that with like Levitate or any of my other records. I just wrote stuff and was like, this is it. This sounds good. Let's put this out. Whereas with this stuff, it was more, I guess there was more intention behind everything, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to have that conversation with yourself, though, don't you? If you think, well, I haven't got a sound right. Where do I want to take this band? Where do we want to be?
Yeah.
Where do we want to sit in the market and stuff like that? And sometimes you've got to do that to, evolve.
It was pretty much that exact same conversation because we didn't tour for about like a year and a half, maybe like 2 years or something like that. Because I was like, I kind of want to just do something else for a little bit. And I actually got to sit down and like really think about like what I wanted to do, and that's been all the music that we've been doing so far.
Okay, there's also been some lineup changes in the band.
Yeah, people get older and we all have like different lives and stuff like that. Some people kind of just couldn't do it anymore, and I was like, that's cool. We could just just go about your life and do whatever it is you need to do. Other people in the band work for other bands in the industry, like some of my guys were tech guys and everything else. So that's just a more like, it's an easier job to do because you're just like, there's a steady pay, which on this side of the industry, when you're in a band, you're pretty much a broke musician like all the time. Even if you think you're making money, you're fucking wrong. You're not making shit. So it's people get older and they kind of just decide they can or can't do things, and I'm totally okay with that. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm not really gonna fight anybody about being in a band. If you think your life is gonna be better outside of it, by all means, please, like, make your life as best as you can make it.
Right. So with the songs that you have released so far, this and the artwork and everything else that you've changed, do we have an album release date?
I don't even know if we have an album, to be honest.
Really?
I wrote a bunch of stuff, and then I just kind of presented it to the team, and they're like, do you want to do an album? And I was like, we'll just kind of go with it and see where it goes. So I don't know if there's gonna be an album. There's enough songs for one. I have no idea what I'm doing yet, though.
Okay, so you're just gonna ride the wave for Face Down for right now, see how that does, and when it starts to die out, you'll consider releasing something else.
I kind of not, because like Face Down is moving now. But we have another single coming out on Thursday.
Tomorrow?
No, Thursday coming up. So the 9th, is it right?
9th. Yes.
Oh, okay, next Thursday.
We have a single coming out the 9th that I only posted about this morning and told you guys about.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
So,
yeah. I'll take it. But more importantly, will I hear it at Ding
behind?
Yeah.
Behind.
Yes, you will. You will hear it at Dingbats.
Okay, because you've got a tour coming up. You are supporting Dead and Dropout Kings.
Yep.
Man, you've been friends with Dropout Kings a long time. So it's
long-time.
Been a while since you've been out on the road with them. So I'm very excited for this. And you guys are playing some really cool, intimate venues. So people, if you are listening, VRSTY is going on tour. You want to see these bands in the smaller venues.
Are we going where? So we actually, I don't want to jinx it. We right now on the table, we have 2 offers for something in Europe, but I'm not sure if we're taking them right now. I can't really like talk too much about it, but I'm not sure if we're taking them just because logistically, I don't know if it makes too much sense for us right now.
Financially,
I would love to. Financially, I don't even want to talk about it.
If you do, drop me a message, man.
Dude, of course, obviously, of course.
Oh my gosh. Well, you've got the new single out. We want to play the video for it. So you can either tell us everything about it or tell us nothing.
Well, what do you guys want to know? I'll tell you everything. I don't really.
We want to know everything about the song, everything about the video. I mean, tell us like concept to birth, like
the underwear you were wearing when you wrote it.
Yeah. All right.
How much tequila was consumed in the creation of this video? I want to know everything.
So it's like I said, we have a bunch of songs. I don't know if it's gonna be an album, but we shot a bunch of music videos. And it's really interesting because this probably to me is the most important music I've ever written. And oddly enough, it was the only thing that I've ever turned in where there was more issues than there was anything else, just because of like timing and everything else, like the release schedule and budgeting and blah, 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 yada, yada. So I kind of just decided with these songs and these music videos to just be more true to myself or more authentic, I guess, if that makes any sense. Musically, I think this is the most important music I've ever written in my life. The song that we have coming out on the 9th is by far my favorite song I've ever written in my entire life.
Wow.
I could honestly say that, and it's not just like musically, but like meaning wise, probably my favorite thing ever. I don't even know if I'm gonna write a song better than that.
Stop it.
But music video wise, like there was a bunch of stuff that happened, and we got like our budget cut because we went over on some things and under on some other things, and I couldn't really do the music videos the way I wanted to. Like I couldn't tell the story the way I wanted to, and I decided, I was like, oh, you know what? I should just tell the story by like actually writing the text on the music videos. So you're seeing a video, but you're actually just reading what I actually wanted and seeing what I was what I was able to do. And it all came out it was kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get into it. Kevin, you ready?
Yep, here it is. This is VRSTY, their latest single. It's Face Down, and you're watching The Sound.
The sun is going down, so tell me how it feels when I'm not around. Is this just another night alone? We're like a sinking ship. Throw me off my game and make me lose my grip. My hands are hurting trying to hold. I know I did my best. Just give me some time to get this off my chest before we lose it all. And now you won't believe me telling you that we could have it all so easy, but we both enjoy the fall. Face down in the dirt, searching for the words we've never learned. A symptom of the past, just not meant to last. And now we're lying face down in the dirt. So is there nothing left coming up for us so we can catch our breath? I think we need some time alone. But let me make it crystal clear, I can never be the same without you here. Tell me you'll miss me when I'm gone. No, face down in the dirt, searching for the words we've never learned. A symptom of the past, just not meant to last. And now we're lying face down in the dirt, down here forever, here forever, down here forever. Down over then reverse. We can try, but we're only gonna make it worse. Searching for a place, but we found a curse. Living like we're free 'cause we down in the dirt, searching for the words we've never learned. A symptom of the past, just not meant to last. And now we're lying face down in the dirt, down here forever. No, face down, face
So not only great song, but that video makes me pay attention the whole time because of the text that's on the screen.
Yeah.
So I'm watching everything that's going on and reading everything that's there. It's a very unique concept to do a video, but I think it's fucking badass.
Thank you.
And
Yes.
Mothica,
Yeah.
my brain like was oozing out my
Yeah.
ears. I love Mothica.
You know what's so funny about it? I'm like a huge fan. Like, obviously, I wrote that. I'm like a huge fan. I posted it the other day, and like, it just so happened her producer follows the band, and he showed it to her, and she like reshared it and was like, dude, this is like so cool. And I'm like, oh shit, I didn't think you'd actually ever see this, but that's really sick. I love your music. So that was actually like pretty cool, a cool thing that came out of it.
Can't ask for anything better out of that.
No,
Yeah,
that was my first time watching the video. I've been jamming the song on Spotify, but it hit me.
You've been jamming the song where?
He can't.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind.
That big.
Never mind. I forgot. Never mind.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it hit me twice with the feelings, because I was getting the feeling and the meaning behind the song, but then I was also getting your thoughts.
Yeah.
While you were, going through the video, and that concept is hands down probably one of the best things I've seen.
Yeah. So they're all like that. There's a video. So we put out a single before that called Easy to Find, and that was like the beginning of the story. So it's like video 1, and then each video is connected to the video that comes after it. So it's kind of one of those things where in order to get like the full story, you actually have to watch all of the videos in a row. And originally I didn't want to do it that way. I wanted to do something like very cinematic and everything else, and I still wanted it to connect, but I wanted it to tell the story in a more visual way. But since I couldn't do that, I was like, well, I'm actually just gonna tell you the story while I show you something else. And it's kind of cool because it also kind of shows like a little bit. Not sure if you guys watched the first video, but in case you guys ever go back and do, I kind of pull like the veil back. Like in the first video, there's even at one point we're like, oh, this is the budget that we paid for all of this stuff already, and this is actually the budget that was cut, and why we can't do this shit. And when I first turned all this in, my team was kind of like, hey, you shouldn't post numbers, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking post the numbers of whatever we paid for it, because that's like taboo. You don't talk about how much you pay for music videos, or you don't talk about money in the music industry, which is fucking incredible, because like some of these people are getting paid ridiculous amounts of money to do nothing, and the rest of us are just getting completely screwed. So I just decided to say fucking, just
well,
run
it's
with
an
it.
important part of the music industry though, and that's like one of the things that we talk about here a lot, is that no one seems to realize the amount of money it costs an artist to be able to publish their work. You don't see the huge team that's behind the scenes. Well, in some cases you've got photographer, videographer, that's one person, right? Usually, right? You probably have front of house that comes with you wherever you go. If you're going to tour, if you want to sound really good, because you don't really want to rely on the people that work in the venues. You've got to capture all that stuff for content. Then you need to get your content out there. You have to edit it. You have to figure out what you're going to put across the screen, and you have to do it all while you're probably trying to work a day job or 5 to pay for all these things. So that way people can hear your music. It's absolutely insane. So I love that you did that. Fuck them.
It's definitely it's literally everything you said. Like I don't think a lot of people see the things that go on behind the scenes, and it's a lot. And I just kind of felt like it was like, fuck it, maybe some people might find this interesting to just see what actually goes into this and what happens on the backside.
Yeah, a lot of people don't see it though. Like before I was this side of the industry as just a fan of the music. Once I come this side of the industry, it opened up my eyes to a whole different perspective of seeing like looking at artists and the grind that they do, and the time, the effort, the money that goes into it.
It's so funny. I had this conversation a couple of days ago with my daughter, and because she loves like what I do, and she asked if I would do anything differently, like coming into the industry, and I was just like, yeah, I wouldn't do it at all. Like if I could go back and just not do this, I'd skip it completely. But I love it. Like I love singing, and I love performing. I love meeting people. It's just there's certain parts of the industry that are not spoken about that really kind of make it a drag.
Yeah, it does.
Now, I've got to bring it up because you're on here now, and we're here to talk VRSTY, but I want to talk about Joey.
Yeah.
And there was something incredible that happened not that long ago, I would say. You did a collab with Joey Arena Outlier.
Oh yeah.
Man, that was epic, bro. Like, how was that for you? We got Joey. Joey was on here when he was talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, and I know you two are homies anyway, but how was that for you with him you know, just
So
managing to hook up on the track.
it's funny because me and him have always spoken about doing stuff together. And then I have a song that I was like, hey, I want you on this song. But before I said anything to him, he was like, oh, I have this song of ours that I want you on. So I was like, oh, we should just do both of them together. And then just like, you know, we have like Outlier featuring me, and then I'll have my Varsity featuring like Outlier, whatever. It's so easy working with him though, because we're in a weird way, we're kind of like the same person. We think very much alike. And so it was just like super easy, just like working with him. And I also toured with them. A lot of people don't know this. Usually when they go on tour, if they don't have like a merch person, they'll call me and I'm like, yeah, I'll just go like hustle merch for you or whatever. So when I go with them, I perform the song live, and it's just always so much fun. Like just being with him or being around those dudes.
Yeah. When I saw the two Joeys together, I was like, this is
Yeah.
and
Hey,
that music video for that is just epic.
Yeah.
yeah,
That was fun.
I got to see that tour for
Yeah.
a few nights. Yeah, that was a great tour. Yeah, I'm telling you, the best place to be is in the middle of the Joey sandwich.
Yeah.
That's where you want to be.
Yeah, we're pretty
Why I
wild.
asked that is there more collabs coming up on the horizon? Is there more, you know, you working with bands and stuff?
I actually have a bunch that are done. So on this record there are 3. So one was the first song, Easy to Find. It featured Brian from the Home Team. And then there's another song on it that has 2 features on the exact same song. Which is kind of weird, but I was like, I want to do it anyway, so I don't care. So I put 2 features on the exact same song, and then I have some other stuff that I worked on that has other features from other bands. But I don't. I'm still kind of like figuring out the kinks, so I don't know what I'm doing with those yet.
Well, aside of your band, you also do songwriting and production
Mhm.
for other bands.
Yeah,
Are there any cool projects that you've been working on that you'd be willing to talk about?
I've done a bunch that I can't talk about.
Always
We
the
won't
way.
tell anybody.
No,
Yeah,
it's a weird thing. Some bands, like the smaller bands, don't really care. They're just like, yeah, you can do whatever. But like some of the bigger bands are like, hey, well, let's just like keep this under wraps. And I'm like, cool, that's fine with me.
Well, of course.
So I've done like a bunch of like cooler stuff lately that I can't really talk about, but I mean, once it's out, I'll be like, oh, I did this. I helped work on this. Songwriting and production is just so much fun for me. It's also kind of weird though, because I think writing with other people makes me better writing for Varsity. Because like as I'm writing for other people, I'm like, oh man, that's so sick. That would never work for my band, but I'm glad I did it for them. So now I know what to never do with Varsity.
I mean, but if you could go back, let's say, I mean, Varsity's been around for a little while now. If you could go back to the beginning, is there anything that you wish that you would have stepped out and done differently first when you were coming out?
From like the beginning of history, from the beginning of our time, I think when I first started, I was too focused on being a heavy band and less focused on the music. And I think I wasted a lot of time writing a lot of things that didn't really mean anything. It was just like, oh, that's cool. So it's heavy and people are gonna mosh. And I'm like, that kind of stuff is looking back on it, I was like, I kind of wasted a bit of time. I wish I would have taken more time writing and just actually like putting things into like my music. I think that's the only thing honestly, I would tour less in the beginning of my career. I think when we first started, we toured like way too much. And those tours were kind of like, we got fans off of them and everything else. But when you're a local band touring, it's not really the same and it's not as productive. You go into huge losses, sometimes that you never recover from. So I would also change that.
Okay. I mean, I feel like your sound has definitely evolved. I was looking earlier this week at Spotify, and I couldn't help but notice that the Cloud City EP is MIA.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that.
Okay.
So it's a little interesting thing. We're working on getting a bunch of things moved from like one distributor to another. I'm also working on getting back ownership for a lot of my stuff.
Oh,
So a lot of stuff is kind of like, oh, all right, well, we have to move these things here and those things there and blah blah blah. So
yeah, and that takes
it is what
time.
it is. Yeah, it always takes time, but it'll be back up like pretty soon.
Yeah, and when I look at the picture that I have, that one of those first shows that you played, I remember I think it was the Cloud City. Was it the EP release that I was at? Was that in Frenchtown?
Yes.
Okay, that's where I got that picture of you. That's on my
Yeah.
wall. And
Yeah.
I look back at that picture and this baby face Joey.
Ah, yeah.
And I look at you now, and I've been to so many of your shows, and I've seen almost every single tour that you've been on. And as I've watched you progress, you've really turned into quite the performer. You've gotten really good at it live.
I don't know how that happened. I don't know, because when I wish I could watch myself, honestly, sometimes from like in the live show. I wish I can just be like, oh, let me just create a double of myself, and I watch myself on stage like as it's happening. I don't know. I've had a couple of people tell me that too. That's like, wow, you're like such a different performer now. And I'm like, I don't know what happened. I think one day I just kind of woke up and was like, oh, this is what is called for in my music, and this is kind of more how I am anyway in real life. So I should just do this on stage. Because
Right.
I feel like when to your point, I think when I first started performing like forever ago, as everyone does, I pulled a lot of influences from like my favorite vocalists, and I'm like, oh, they look cool doing this and they look cool doing that. And so I did a bunch of stuff. I tried a bunch of stuff. And then over the years, I'm like, oh, I'm actually better at these other things than that. So I should just do this.
Well, you have to be more true to yourself. And I think it
Yeah.
comes across in the performance when you're being truer to yourself, because then it connects with the audience better. You can connect your music better.
Yeah. Yeah,
I feel like
100%.
the more you're free and the more you're expressing yourself, the better you are, because you're just being you.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that's like the best thing. I think that's one of my favorite things about performing now. I used to feel immense pressure, and now I get up on stage and it's the opposite. It's actually like relief. Like I'm like, I'm here now. And I feel comfortable up there, as where before I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. Where do I put my hands? Like, I'm so nervous, this and that. And now I'm just like, oh, this is very freeing for me to be up here, because it's like a part of me that's really important, and I just get to do it and just be myself and, do what I love. I love singing. So
Yeah.
Well-
I've got to see you live at some point.
it'll happen.
I remember Lisa, when we first started talking, she was like, you need to check out this band, VRSTY. I think was it Massive?
It was probably Massive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
Massive.
That was at the time.
Massive
and I
was like
just
single.
Yeah.
Holy
Hey,
fuck,
Matt.
who is this band, this dude's voice is incredible. Like,
Hey, Matt.
I just
Matt.
want to see. I've got to see that live, man.
Matt, I've even seen them live.
Wow.
I live in another country. I've got an excuse.
Hey, look,
No, you have.
like I said, I've seen them a lot. And
Yeah,
one of my favorite performances of yours is, do you remember that night? It was in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It was at the, oh God, they just closed it down. What is the name? What is it called?
Was it HMAC?
HMAC. Yeah, we were at HMAC. We're upstairs. And Joey came off the stage. He was singing, I think it was Shameless. He was singing, and he came off the stage, and he literally just started wandering through the crowd singing the song. I have it on video. I was recording it for our friend Jimmy Wooten.
Yeah.
And
times.
Joey stopped, and he took a sip of some guy's drink, kept singing, going through the crowd, and I'm like, God, I love this fucking kid.
I mean, you have to have fun, right? Like I was like, the stage is probably boring for me. I was like, it'd probably be more fun down there drinking that guy's drink, so I might as well.
So
I do remember
that was a fun night. You guys have your tour, I believe, starts
on the 11th.
The
It starts on the 11th of July in Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, in Arizona. So it's kind of weird. We have I leave this weekend to North Carolina. I'm going to spend a couple of days in North Carolina. We're going to be practicing and doing everything else of running through the show, because we have like a whole brand new show. And then we're just going to drive out to Phoenix and just kind of like start the tour there. But we also have like a single coming on, before that we're playing on the tours. So we're squeezing in all the practice and everything else now before the tour.
Are you bringing a photographer back out with you?
We are.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you bringing her? Or are you bringing?
Am I bringing Sarah?
You are. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm.
Yeah.
There's no reason to not bring Sarah. I was actually just talking about that earlier. That girl's a godsend. Like I've never had a crew member that I loved more than her. I don't ever see a reason to go on tour without her. So I'm just like, yeah, you have to come.
Yeah, Sarah.
She was coming. She was coming anyway. Yeah, she pretty much texted me before. She knew about the tour beforehand, and she texted me and was like, "Hey, just so you know, I'm going on this tour." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." I'm not gonna say. I'm never gonna say no to you. So like, I don't.
Yeah.
Do you think? Go ahead, Matt.
It's nice when you have that rapport with someone, isn't it? And you get on with them so well, and it just makes life a whole lot easier when you're on tour.
Honestly, the best thing that you can have is a crew that you can like kind of lean on. I can lean on her for anything. I was actually just telling her too. I was like, "Hey, yeah, you're like my photographer now, but I'm like, eventually, I'm just gonna be, hey, you're the tour manager now. Like, you're everything else. Like, I don't care."
Wow.
Yeah,
it's all in who you can trust.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, so she's not like, selling weird pictures or anything like that, which is nice. And
yeah,
no,
I
Jerry sleeping in his Mickey Mouse pajamas.
She has taken photos of me in my Mickey Mouse pajamas.
Hey, look, I there was a time. There was a time in Georgia when Harmony Mitchell and I were down in Georgia to see VRSTY, and we're like, "Where are you?" And they were parked in their van in the parking lot of the venue, and the door opened. Joey emerged in these Mickey Mouse like flannel pajama pants, and I was like, "What's up with your pants?" And he's like, "I fucking love Mickey Mouse."
Just so you know, A, I still love Mickey Mouse. B, I still have those. Like, they're so comfy. I'm never getting rid of them. I don't care.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you're a fan and you're coming to a VRSTY show, anything Mickey Mouse or Hello Kitty themed is welcomed.
Oh, yes. I love Hello Kitty as well.
Yeah, I'll have to bring you something when I see you.
I'll have to remember that because my new job is loaded with Hello Kitty stuff.
Fuck yeah, I'll take all of it. I will take all of it.
And he will wear it on stage proudly.
I will. I love that shit.
Yeah, I love going to see your shows. It is always such a great time being with you.
It's fun. I think this next tour though is probably going to be, when you just kind of have a feeling about something.
Sure.
That's kind of like what I feel like about this. Is the most prepared and the most excited I've been for like a tour ever. I think just because of like the music and the way everything is right now, I'm like, wow, I think this is like when we're hitting like that. I know what we have to do now phase. So in the band.
You found a stride then? Like you found.
Oh yeah. I think I found one real heavily.
Okay. I can't wait. Can you please reroute the entire tour so that we ding that?
I wish. It's funny. When we got the tour offered, I had no idea what the dates were. I know it was Dead and Dropout Kings. I was like, yeah, I don't care. I'll go. And then I saw like all the dates. I'm like, oh, we start in Arizona. That's cool. Well, we haven't played Arizona in like forever either. I think the last tour we did, we were with Fire from the Gods, and we did like California's and stuff like that, but we didn't do Phoenix or anything else like that. There was a couple of states we missed that this tour is actually hitting.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Well, that's great.
We did have somebody ask earlier if that tour was coming down south this way, and the answer is unfortunately not.
Where is this way?
Biloxi, Mobile, Alabama.
No.
Yeah,
no.
Way down. Way down.
Unfortunately not. Yeah.
We're happen, bro.
We're working on like some southern dates at the moment. I don't know if it's gonna be a headliner or whatever it's gonna be. I honestly don't know, but we are working on like more southern dates because we also skipped like Florida a few times already, which we need to make up, and just a couple other places. So I'm like, I definitely want to like make those shows up.
Yeah,
nice.
and Yeah, and in February when you were coming through this area, a lot of your shows got canceled because of the ice storms that we
A
had.
week, yeah, a week and a half. A week and a half of our tour got canceled because of ice storms, which again, remember how we were saying earlier, like things that like people don't talk about in the industry? That week and a half completely killed us on the whole
Oh,
tour. Because you still have to
oh
pay
yeah.
the crew, you got to pay the merch, you got to pay the hotels, you got to pay all these things. And I'm like, well, okay, we just lost a week and a half of everything. We're on the struggle bus now, but we're gonna make it.
Right, hemorrhaging money, you know.
Yeah, it's hard. It's touring used to not be this hard, but I don't know what the fuck happened, but something happened. I still
Uh,
love it. I still
yeah.
love it, but I'm just like financially, I get why like a lot of people like I hate touring now.
Yeah, it's everywhere, man. Like even over here, like the smaller shows, the smaller venues, and that people just aren't going to because they're saving their money because festivals are getting so expensive now. They're saving their money for that and just going to the festivals and just having
Yeah.
one big
Yeah, it
long
makes sense.
weekend.
I have friends who God want to go to so many shows and it's like, oh, I'm just gonna go to this one festival because all the bands I want to see are on it, and then I never have to go to a show for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
And I'm like, all right, that's cool, but you're missing a very different experience, which is
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people don't think about this either. A festival is never going to be an indoor show. They're two completely different feelings, and getting one is great, but it's not like the other. So you're not getting the same thing both times.
No. And when we were taught before you joined us, we were talking about the difference. Like, I don't really go to arena shows
Mhm.
anymore. For me, my happy place is in a place like Dingbats,
Yeah,
a small, intimate venue. I don't want to be in a venue literally more than 1,500 cap. I don't want to be there. It's a
yeah,
completely different experience. I want to be up. I want to see your face. I want to
mhm,
see the emotion on your face when you're singing. I want that experience. I want to be able to feel it with the people around me and then be able then to go talk to the artist if I so
yeah,
choose, you know, which
yeah.
you're never going to get at these bigger shows. It's never going to
No,
happen.
now especially
Um,
at arenas, you're actually never going to see the band at the arena either.
no,
You're not even
no,
going to see them at the merch table because
no,
they're not allowed to go to the merch table because the arena has sellers so that the band doesn't sell their own merch, so that the arena can take a percentage of their merch money. It's fucking crazy. Like it's insane. It's insane.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, yeah, if you guys can, if this tour is coming your way, I highly recommend that you go and see VRSTY. Dropout Kings I've seen a couple times as well. Super talented guys. I think
Yeah.
I've
Hell
seen
yeah.
Dead maybe once, but Dropout Kings is freaking amazing. So I'm
Yeah.
very excited.
I
I
love
saw
those guys. I love those
I
guys to
saw
death.
Dead at Louder Than Life last year, but Dropout Kings is definitely a band I want to see live too.
yeah, same.
I haven't seen them yet.
That band
I
has
missed
so much
them when they
energy.
were
I'm
over
so
here
excited.
last. But yeah, I definitely need to catch them when they're back over here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're incredible. They are
Yeah.
incredible. It's gonna be weird though, seeing them live though.
Yeah.
So last time we toured with them, their vocalist Adam was still alive and was like
Yeah.
a really close friend of mine. And now obviously, things happened. He's not there. So and this is like the first time I've seen any of them since it happened.
Oh.
So it's gonna be a little interesting. It's gonna be weird either way because the song we have coming out on Thursday has a dedication to him that we're playing on that tour. So
Oh wow.
Oh.
yeah, I'm telling you, man, this next song, it's fucking something. I think the video is gonna say some shit.
And that drops
Okay.
next Thursday, yeah?
Drops on Thursday the 9th, yeah.
Okay. Well,
So
if anyone,
the video drops on the 9th.
The video drops with it on the 9th. They both drop the same day. It's gonna be okay. Without giving too much of a spoiler, it's essentially the same thing you watched today with the text, but in a way more. It's less about anything that has to do with the industry and entirely about me, and just like my process with like certain things throughout my life. I don't know. It's just I can't really explain it, but like I said earlier, it's probably the most important song I've ever written in my entire life.
Wow, I can't wait to hear it, man.
Yeah, I'm very excited. If people are looking to find Varsity, where is the best place? Because I'm just going to say Instagram, but I want to hear you say it.
Yeah. So like you said, Instagram. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I don't know, all the apps, because we have to be on all of them. You pick, whichever one is your favorite. Just VRSTY.NYC, and we're right there.
Yeah, and if you go on TikTok, I highly recommend you go to Varsity's TikTok and go to the videos where Joey actually sings words from the dictionary. He sings definition. He sings definition.
Okay,
the best thing I've ever seen.
That started off as a joke, because I kept having people comment on my videos, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, you can sing the words from the dictionary," and I'd still listen. So I was like, okay, let's test that out. If I start singing words from the dictionary, you actually gonna listen. And I did it a few times, and people loved it. And I think I might start doing it again on this tour. I'm just gonna pick a random word from the dictionary and sing it.
It is hilarious. Anyway. All right, so go see Varsity on tour with Dead and Dropout King starting on the 11th. The new song coming next week on the 9th. And go stream Face Down on Spotify and give them a follow across the socials and streaming platforms. Please. Thank you for being with us.
Joey, thank you so much.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, I'll see you in a few weeks.
I'm going to continue drinking my wine now and just sit here in the dark.
Drink away. Enjoy the evening.
I definitely will. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a great night.
Thanks, Joey.
All right, thanks, Joey.
Bye.
All right, Joey from Varsity, and
always a pleasure.
I love this show.
I swear to God, I hope they come to Europe.
So now that he's not backstage, Lisa, you have a mission. You have to message him and try to get the premiere for us Wednesday night.
He signed to Sharp Tone. That's never going to happen. He signed to a. Is it Sharp? No, it's not. Spine Farm.
Message him.
Yeah, Spine Farm. Yeah.
It's you asking. Come on.
No. He signed to a label. It's never going to happen.
I mean, his label mates are on the show.
True.
Atreyu. Anyways.
Look at the pressure they put me under.
Kevin, so it's 2-0.
I will always shoot for the stars. Anyway,
come see Varsity. It's going to be a great show.
Yeah. Is it 2-0?
All right. Do what?
Is it 2-0?
2-1. Yeah, it's 2-0 right now. And USA is playing a man down because they got a red card with 25 minutes to go in the game.
Who got sent off?
The guy who scored the first goal.
Oh,
okay.
He stepped on the backside of one of the players' ankles and rolled it. So now he's out. USA is playing a man down, and he can't play if they win against Belgium.
No, he can't play the next game either.
So,
anyways,
has anyone kept a tally?
If you're not paying attention,
has someone kept a tally of the votes?
I did, but before we get into that, I want to talk about something that's coming up this Friday night here in my area at the Sanctuary. The band Under Black Sky, Hop Out, Discreet, and Party at the Moon Tower will be playing at the Sanctuary. It is a free show, ladies and gentlemen. But you have to go online and reserve your tickets at thesanctuarybiloxi.com. While you're there, you can also buy VIP, which is a very low rate of like $10 or even $15. You get a meet and greet with Under Black Sky. You get an autographed show poster from all the bands. We'll have signed it. And you get to sit in the VIP section and all that kind of stuff. So very small price for VIP. But that's happening Friday night at the Sanctuary. So make sure you get out and see that. And then some other shows coming up. We've got on September 6th, we've got Blacktop Mojo coming through the area with Stone Cold, Oak Knoll, and 7 Year Witch. And then 3 days later after that, you got Plush with Major Moments, Serena's Fire, and Shades of Wisteria playing at the Sanctuary as well. So quite a few shows coming up. And if you want to see more about what's going on at one of our great partners, the Sanctuarybiloxi.com. So, all right.
That's where it's at.
So the winner the grudge match by 6 votes. And moving on next week to face Varsity and Face Down.
Oh, you prick.
Love to hate one tonight, and we'll be moving on to next week. So, yeah.
So yeah, that was a tight one.
I am sure I'm going to get a text message here in just a few minutes about being an asshole. So
yeah, I love it.
Literally, let me drink my tea.
Right.
So,
but yeah.
anyways, next week, Love to Hate will be taking on Varsity.
Yeah. And our guest will be Atreyu.
Atreyu next week. Make sure you tune into that.
Atreyu.
It's going to be fun.
I can't wait. It's going to be a good one.
It's gonna be good.
And then the following week, we got Kingdom of Giants. So the following week, Kingdom of Giants will be you two, and I will be trying to hop on because I will be up in Wisconsin for Rockfest at that time.
Yes,
don't worry, we got it. 2 Kingdom of Giants fans right here.
Yep.
Yep. There it is.
Yep.
There it is. Right.
Yep.
All right, you guys have a wonderful night. We will talk to you next week with Atreyu, and
Socials, people.
download the app, listen to the station. Lots of good stuff going on.
The app is the only place you can request.
And one more time, new magazine out coming up this Friday with Non-Point on the cover and a great non-point article. So y'all have a wonderful night, and we will talk to you later. We appreciate all of you, and thank you very much.
Good night.